Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Just making sure we are super duper live, happening on the Facebook group, Simple Abundant Life with Moi. Okay, just making sure everything's looking good. Just give me a second and we'll get started. Yay, right on. Okay, you guys, so let's get back to Zoom. Hi, welcome. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time you're watching this, the replay, either here on Facebook or over on YouTube. Hi, welcome. Okay, so before we get started, you know how it's important for me, for everybody to spend at least 2 minutes on yourself, pencil it in somewhere, because if you don't, you're gonna have to pencil it in when you retire, and we don't want to be spending time in the hospital when we retire, right? So let's grab our favorite essential oil today. I grabbed my frankincense. It's got a new label on it. I love it. Makes it really fancy. I'm going to grab my frankincense today and do 1 drop under the tongue. So let me do that right quick. All right. Maybe got 2, but that's okay. That means my body needs it. And then I have my water to chase down that tree flavor. It's like putting bark in your mouth, but what it's going to do is help relieve a little head tension I've got going on. Why am I saying head tension? Because the FDA would like us to, not say headache and migraines. So we're going to be compliant and follow those rules. And the more you follow me, the more you'll understand what words, why the words I'm saying and what they mean. Okay. All right, so the reason I took frankincense is because I do have a little head tension the past week with the rain and the weather and all the things happening with Erica's new school, my daughter's new school. We're still learning the drop off and the pickup routine, so that's all new for us. And work, it's still the same job, but I'm doing a little different functions. So my brain is like trying to remember everything so that, I get it done. Not right, but at least, done. And yeah, my brain is just like, this is too much. So I grabbed my frankincense, I did a drop under the tongue. And the reason I can do that, because supplement facts, we're going to talk about that in the class. So let's get to it. It's Wellness Wednesday. Let me share my screen with you so you can see my beautiful updated presentation, because I want to keep it fresh for you guys, because I know after a while it starts to get kind of blah, 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 and I don't want that. Not for you guys. You deserve better. So the reason I chose frankincense for head tension, you guys, because it's the proven essential oil to break the brain barrier. Lots of medication on the market do not do that. If you know of one that does, please let me know in the comments, because I'm still open and willing to learn. All right, so you got your oils. Now what? Let's get right into it. The goal of this class is to empower you, okay? It's to help you feel healthier faster by maximizing your account. I'm going to show you how to do that, and how to receive even deeper discounts below 25% off after you bought your kit. How do I do that? I'm going to show you, and get what you want for free. Maybe you have your eye on the rose oil or the yarrow palm essential oil, and you're like, oh, those are out of my budget. Well, you can get it for free when you shop with doTERRA. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that, but first let's break open the box. It should have your kit in it, or your set of oils that you wanted, or you're trying the MetaPower system. Open that box, because I've had customers get a box and never open it, and it's just like, what? I feel like I'm not doing my job, like I failed you. So I want to make sure you open that box. Please open the box, get all the stuff out, open the bottles, open all the products. I want you to smell them. I want you to experience them. If you got a diffuser in your kit, fill it with distilled water or filtered water. Tap water is fine, but you don't want to do that too often, because it starts to gunk up your equipment. And then maintenance, you want to, after it runs out of all the water, you want to wipe out with a clean cloth or a paper towel, and then start all over. Then at least every 30 days, once a month, you want to run some vinegar with lemon and water and let that run for an hour or so, or you can let it run entirely, then wipe with a clean cloth or a paper towel to keep it, functioning properly. Once you have your oils out, pick out your favorite oils that you smelled and throw those in the diffuser. You just, depending on the diffuser, the size of it, if you've got the small little pebble one, you just need to do 3 to 4 drops. Anything bigger is going to be 5 to 7, and so on and so forth, you know, because obviously more water, you need more oils. So yeah, have fun with your wild orange and peppermint in the morning to get you out of bed, to boost you, get you energized and focused. And at night you can enjoy lavender and breathe. And that's just gonna drift you off into la la land, especially if you have a snorer in the house, throw that breathe in there. If you're gonna use oils in your water in your smoothie, you want to start 1 or 2 drops of the citrus. Oh, I started with lemon. I have lemon in mine today. And what lemon does, it supports our cells, the cells in our liver, because our liver is the organ that detoxes all the crap that we subject it to during the day, and it filters all that out. So lemon is just supporting those cells that are like filtering that stuff out for us. Remember to drink out of glass or stainless steel only. BPA free is okay, but I would try to avoid plastics altogether. But it is known that essential oils will over time break down the plastic, and you start ingesting that. And we don't want petroleum in your system. No. We don't want that. Dilute. If you're going to apply topically, use a fractionated coconut oil or unscented lotion to soothe muscles, joints, and skin irritations. You get a burn, a little lavender, and some tea tree with some FCO, and you're ready to go. If an oil feels uncomfortable, like there's hot oils like oregano, thyme, even peppermint can be irritating for some, just put a little FCO or lotion and that will dilute it. And what it does is it just holds the oil onto the skin so it's not flaking off. But if you do apply neat, then you're a walking diffuser and nobody's going to hate you. But never use water when it gets in your eyes or any sensitive areas like the no square. You definitely want to use vegetable oil or fractionated coconut, any oil to dilute it, because oil and water do not mix. They are not BFFs. If you got a 10 milliliter roller, an empty roller from your wellness advocate as part of your welcome package, here's how to fill it in. You want to just use 1/10 or 1/3 of your essential oils. That's about 25 to 30 drops, depending, you know, how much oil you want. Like it's up to you, but you want at least 1/3 of essential oils. And then you fill the rest with fractionated coconut oil, give it a little shake, and then apply pulse points in the wrist, inside the elbow, behind the knee, bottom of the feet, the pockets of your ear, the nape of your neck. There's so many different places to put it. It's just wherever you enjoy it. And then for anyone that is 6 and under, you want to put 1/4 of EOs in it, which is just kind of like that much if you want to, if you're a visual person. And that's about, I would say, like 10 to 15 drops. And then 2 years old and under, just a couple of 2 to 3 drops, maybe 4. Put that in there and fill the rest with fractionated coconut oil. You could take a screenshot of this, so this is always in your pocket when you're on the go. Okay. Now, for anyone that's curious to know like how many drops you should take in a day, because you don't want to overdo it, here's a little chart for you. You can screenshot this and keep this on your phone, on your desktops is always a good reference, or print it out and keep it somewhere where you can see it with your oils or wherever you, play with your oils. Internally means if you're going to put in your water, in your smoothie, oatmeal, that kind of thing, you don't want to do more than 24 drops in a day for the adults. And then for children, no more than 12. And then oral means a drop underneath the tongue, like I did with the frankincense. So you don't want to do more than 18 drops under the tongue, blah, 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 blah. And then for children, obviously, don't take orally. Dermal is topical. You don't want to do more than 36 drops on your skin in a 24-hour day, and then 12 drops for the kiddos. Okay. If you got supplements, if supplements came in your kit, or you already started your LRP and you're going to get your supplements, take them after your first substantial meal or follow the directions on the bottle. Start slowly. Consider taking 1/4 or 1/2 a dose for a few days just to build up your nutritional support in your body. A full dose is 2 of each supplement taken twice daily. And we obviously recommend taking them at breakfast and lunch. I do breakfast and dinner, most of the time breakfast. The only supplement I take before my meal, and it depends on the kind of day I'm gonna have, I will take a probiotic because I want to build up some serotonin in my gut, some happy chemicals, so that I have like a fantastic day. Sorry about that. Let a F-bomb out. Okay, make it a lifestyle. Taking supplements at the same time daily creates a ritual alongside meals, or something that is consistent with your routine, whether that's drinking water or coffee first thing in the morning. Have your supplements out by your coffee pot. Keep them out where you can see them. You're reminded to take them, as opposed to leaving them behind the cupboard. So it could be by the refrigerator where you get your water. It could be by the coffee pot. It's totally up to you. Just make sure they're out there so you see them and you're like, yes, I got to take them. All right. And you keep at it. The longer you take your supplements, and the more you will experience the maximum amount of support that comes over time. Absolutely. I could tell you, after the second year of being on the Lifelong Vitality system, I noticed the essential oils I was using for the past 2 years leading up to that, they were working quicker. They were faster. I felt the relief quicker. So get on it, man. This is the foundation to your health. So why join Loyalty Rewards Program, LRP? Good question. I'm here to dive into that. Well, first off, one, it's the easiest way to earn points and save 25% off on your next order. Yeah, it's just super easy. You just go to doterra.com, put in your ID number or your email address, your password, and you're in, set up your LRP card. Okay, just click on LRP card, or you can do a one-time order, but we're focusing on LRP card today. Why is another reason? Because you want to feel awesome in 90 days. In 90 days, you're going to start feeling the effects of the supplements, of the oils, and you're just going to feel amazing. The next one, help you redirect your spend. Goodbye toxins, hello nature. So for me, I used to spend $200 easy a month at Target. Of course, I would get my personal care stuff for the household, like cleaning products, all that good stuff. And of course, a t-shirt or two here and there, right? Well, I've switched all that because I get my cleaning products from doTERRA for laundry, bathroom, kitchen. I get my personal care, my skin care regimen, moisturizers, toner, all that from doTERRA, because I trust their products. They test the snot out of these oils, so I trust what's in them. Where as opposed to all the stuff that's out there, flooding the market, I should say. I don't know what's in that. I don't trust those companies because they're all about to make a quick buck, and doTERRA is not about that. They just want you to feel better. Okay. Seriously, because I don't know how they make any money off of these products, to be honest with you, because we'll get into that in a minute. So yeah, it just helps redirect your spend. So you're not spending more, you're spending the same. All right, keeps you motivated and committed to your wellness. Absolutely, because every month you're going to get a new shipment of products that you either switched out or you're going to continue getting, and it's going to remind you like, oh yeah, I got to do this. I'm on this like little protocol. I'm going to get well in 90 days. And then opportunity to receive free gifts and income from doTERRA and me. Yeah, you got that right. So it's worth trying out. Okay, for 90, just try it for 90 days and see how you feel. I'll say this is how it works. So you create your first order, you shop over 130 essential oils, blends, and over 160 natural lifestyle products and more. I mean, it just keeps growing. Then you choose your monthly ship date. So pick a date on or before the 15th or anytime after that. That way you never run out of your favorite products. You earn free product points on your order and free shipping if you have over 100 PV or more. And then you customize your order each month. So each month you go in, you either set it and forget it, depending on your wellness program, or you go in and you tweak it. You pull out what you already have enough of and replace what you don't have. Okay. And you can cancel anytime. Now, if you do cancel, you will have to call customer service to do so, but make sure any points you've accumulated, you spend that before you cancel, because once they're gone, they are gone. All right. So let me break it down for you. PV equals point value. So for every dollar you spend is going to equal a point value on most products. So if your cart has under 59 PV, you're just going to maintain the percentage that you're at, either 10%, 15, 20, 25, or 30. And then on the third month, oh, and you're going to keep any points that you have. If you have 50 PV, then you're going to advance your percentage. You're going to bump up to 15 to 20, 25 and get to 30, which is your goal. You want to get to 30% to get your points back from your order. 100 PV, so you don't have to spend 100 every month. You could just put in $50 of product in it and you're good to go. And you're going to get those points and earn that rose oil before you know it. 100 PV qualifies you for free shipping, and it earns commission when you share doTERRA. If you're open to learning more about the commission part, please direct message me, because man, I'd love to get you on board. 125 PV, that's a free product of the month. doTERRA gives you a free product every month with 125 PV order or more, placed on or before the 15th of every month. Just remember to go back into your account and update your card if you need to switch anything out before the 15th. Okay. And then 200 PV is special offers throughout the year, and you receive free high volume oils, like the stuff that isn't on the market. They're just going to shower you with love and products. Okay. So here's an example. If you decide, all right, I'm just going to do 50, dip my toe in it, see how it works after 90 days. If you just do 50 points for the next 12 months, you're going to earn $160 that you can put towards any product on doTERRA that's available. Okay. And then on the second year, look at that, $240 that you can spend on yourself. That's really close to the rose oil. That's like, yeah, you're just 35 points shy from getting a rose oil for free. Are you kidding me? You should get on that. All right. So you're like, okay, I don't know what to put in my LRP. I don't know what to put in there. Well, if you got a kit, I gifted you, and you will be gifted if you get a kit, a reference book. Sorry, I forgot what it was called. A reference book. So inside of it, when we talk about the 3 things you want to feel more or less of, you can look those up in your advanced oil magic book. There's going to be protocols, a section called protocols. You turn to that, look up the thing you want to feel more or less of. I'm going to use canker sores as an example because it's right there. So you got your kit, you already have Melaleuca oregano, you don't have the clove. It says it's advising probiotic complex. So you go to doTERRA.com, put in your ID, email, password, and then start LRP cart, put in your probiotic and a clove, and then pick the date you want it shipped on, and you're all set. The next month after it ships, you want to go back in, log back into your account, put in the protective blend soft gels, take out that clove, keep the probiotic complex because there's only a 30-day supply. So you're going to want to keep that in there. And then boom, you're ready. You're set for the next, for the 60 days. And then on the last 90 days, for the next 90 days, you're going to do I'm saying that wrong. When you do the third LRP, which is your last, leading up to your 90 days, you're going to switch out maybe your protective blends, the On Guard soft gels, and put in the digestive blend soft gels and thyme. So that's how easy it works. So it takes all the guessing out, no confusion. You just follow along, and it's super easy. Okay. Now, if that's not for you, you're like, nope, I just want to get on those vitamins. Because you want to feel awesome. Yes, do it. It's the #1 product of doTERRA's, because you can get your money back if you're not satisfied after 30 days, and I can help you with that so you're not losing anything. Okay. What does the system do? One, it's anti-inflammatory properties in the Alpha CRX Plus. There's $200 to $300 worth of ingredients alone in that bottle. How does doTERRA make any money? I don't know. XE Omega is your omega fatty acids 3, 6, and 9 with 9 essential oils, so that the omegas don't become rancid, because they're not a sustainable product. So you don't get the burp, fish flavor, or that fishy smell when you open the bottle. And the Mycoplex VMZ is vitamins and minerals. Vitamins do not work without minerals. I know a lot of people are taking vitamins for something and they're not taking any minerals, so it's not doing you anything. You probably feel like you might be doing something, but your brain tends to trick us sometimes, because whatever we tell our brain, it believes it. It doesn't know any better, you guys. So yeah, you got to have your minerals with your vitamins, or they're just not going to work. Facts. Okay. Now, if you're like, no, 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 I don't need supplements. I have my supplements. I feel fine with them. Then start small. Pick a room. Pick your kitchen. There's the Bode line. There's the On Guard line to make your kitchen smell amazing. EPA approved Bode line, and it's great for the environment. You're not going to kill the fishies and the ducks in the ocean or whatever is out there in the ocean. All right. Pick your bedroom. You want a sleepy time routine. There you go there. Bathroom, personal care, all that stuff, shampoo, conditioner, deodorant. You can shop all that there. Remove those toxins out of your home and your system, because your poor liver has had enough. And then the laundry, again, Abode and On Guard. There's some awesome products there that is going to get your stuff clean, smelling good, because we're like obsessed with scents. We really are. When I walk around to bring Erica to school, I feel like everybody stinks because they all smell like toxins to me, because it doesn't smell good to me anymore. I've been around plants too long that when I smell chemicals, it smells like chemicals. And you guys stink. You really truly stink. You think you smell good, but you fucking do not. I'm sorry. You just don't. All right. Lavender is great on the dryer balls. It's calming, perfect for the sheets, you guys. And then wild orange for your towels. If you take a shower in the morning, it's going to boost you right up. Okay. Here are the January promos. All right, new customers. This is for you. For those that do not have a doTERRA account yet, it's good news for you. If you start your account today with a 100 PV order, that could be an enrollment kit or your own little collection of oils that you want. If it's 100 PV and you place an LRP of 100, because I gave you some ideas, you're going to get $100 from doTERRA in March. Are you kidding me? So you can use those points towards you're halfway there to your rose oil or your favorite, yarrow palm. You could get the yarrow palm right out the gate and have that in March and have glowing, beautiful skin like me. I love yarrow palm. Can't get enough of it. I've been taking the capsules and my skin feels so soft and supple. I love it. 48-year-olds mostly don't feel this way about their skin. All right. Now available for purchase. Let me get a sip of water. My tongue is getting tired again. Super Mint. I love Super Mint. It's all the blend of mints. So if you love peppermint, but you're like, you can't do it because it's too intense, this is like the next best thing if you're not a fan of spearmint. This is a blend of mints, a nice balanced blend of mints. So it's not potent. It's my favorite. I just love it. I have the Super Mint beadlets in my purse. So if I ever feel like I need some fresh breath, I pop those in there. One little beadlet is 1/4 of a drop. So if you want a full drop, 4 beadlets. You want to do 4 beadlets for a full drop. Super Mint, ladies, hot flashes. Hello. They're coming back for me, but at night when I'm in bed, usually around 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, I feel it. And it's just like, really? And then it wakes me up because now I'm all hot and I got to take the covers off, and then I get cold and I got to put the covers back on. So Super Mint, you roll that on your forehead, bottoms of the feet, help relieve that. I have not been doing that. I've been using my Clary Calm. I'm going to take my own advice today and grab my Super Mint and put it by my bed. Deeper discounts, 10% off of cinnamon bark, 5 milliliter. Yeah, great to boost that immune system, you guys. Great in oatmeal and cookies. Are you kidding me? And then the free 5 milliliter white grapefruit. My ultimate favorite. I just ran out of the last freebie they did last year with the white, or maybe it was 2 years ago, because I tried to ration, because I never know when these off markets are going to be available for us customers, wholesale accounters. Okay. Amazing. I love this white grapefruit, and first thing in the morning, help with metabolism. Where else do I like to put it in? Oh, my white wine, the best. Put in any white wine. Oh, you smell that grapefruit and you just it's delicious. And that's product of the month. So place your order, LRP order. 125 PV on or before the 15th, and you will get that in your cart. Of course, I've got mine because I can't live without white grapefruit. It is so divine. All right, just a friendly reminder, just last Wednesday, we talked about your mantra. Let's make it a reality, folks. No time like the present to start something new. 30-day challenge. You can start this anytime, and it's available for you for 30 days. So just scan the QR code, or you can visit trainingdoterra.com, 30-day support. You can Google that and it should take you to that. So feel the power of an entire community walking with you and cheering you on as you live your power to be mantra in 2023. And you receive step-by-step guidance along the way. I do my best to, share how to set up your lifestyle based off of, and you just cherry pick what's going to work for you. There's no right or wrong way to do it. Honestly, I don't use every single product every single day when it comes to MetaPower system. Because I run out of stuff. I ran out of the soft gel, so I turned to the beadlets. I take 8 of those in substitution, because that's 2 drops right there. Or I'll take the MetaPower blends oil into 2 drops of that in a gel cap to, until I can get some more soft gels. And then I just recently restocked on the Assist. I've been out of that for a couple of weeks. And yeah, some things I've noticed it's taking a little bit longer for me, to achieve the goals of, stronger nails and more clarity. But I'll get there. Now the Advantage, I've gotten a little bit better with that. I had to kind of ration that because my husband's also using it. So we run out of that very quickly, but that's the beauty of LRP, is that you can put these items in your cart and get a deeper discount. So let's talk about that. I mentioned that in the beginning of the class. So when you put in a Lifeline Vitality Pack in your LRP cart, you can choose up to 3 additional supplements at reduced prices, super reduced, okay? Because most of these are like in, closer to $40 a bottle, and you're getting them for $25. Oh my goodness. So if you want to get the MetaPower, if you're just holding on to that Advantage, the collagen, you just want that, then you could put another Advantage in there for a deeper discount, or the MetaPower Assist with the beadlets. Okay, I'm on a budget, so I do nutrient pack with the MetaPower Advantage and the PV Assist, and then I switch it out every other month with the TerraZyme. Okay, and that's how I do it. And I feel great. All right, if you have any questions, please reach out to the person that enrolled you, that brought you into the doTERRA world, and have them help you set up. If you are struggling with just logging on, please out to the person, your wellness advocate, and say, help, I cannot log on, and they would be happy to help you. Okay. All right, that's it, you guys. That's all I wanted to share with you. I hope this was helpful, and that you found some goodies that you want to put in your LRP cart. Okay, love you guys, be well. And oh, I forgot to mention why I started LRP. Okay, so the reason I started LRP, you guys, was because I wanted the herbs, the spices, because I had all these dry herbs, and I did a little research on in their nutritional value to those things. No, not really, because they're dried out. They don't have the essential oils anymore because they're now in a bottle. So slowly I started to replace clove, thyme, rosemary. I didn't put them all in my LRP. I didn't put them all in one LRP cart. I did it over time. So I had a budget of 50 PV for the most part in the very beginning, and I didn't turn on my LRP cart until about 6 months after I bought my doTERRA kit. So I hadn't even bought anything from doTERRA after, right after I got my kit. I waited, and I kind of wish I didn't. I wish I had started right sooner, because then I would have gotten to my 30% points back a lot sooner instead of waiting for 13 months for that. But, live and learn. So I'm trying to tell you, share with you my mistakes so you don't make the same. Okay, that's all I'm trying to do here. So yeah, that's what I did. And then once I saw, that I could earn some money, I bumped it up to 100 PV, and I used my photography money to help subside that at the moment, because you know, I mean, I was working a full-time job, so I didn't really need to, but you know, most of that money was dedicated to bills and the kids and that sort of thing. So I used my photography money to help pay for my oils, and I still do from time to time. So yeah, that's it, you guys. That was the reason why I joined. So your reason's going to be different. Maybe you want to start ditching toxins and getting rid of the stuff out of your home so that you feel better later in the day, or you just want to start a protocol, and you could do that. Yeah, it's totally up to you what you want to do and how much you want to spend. There's no right or wrong. Okay, love you guys. See you next week, where we're going to be talking more about LLV and the guts, laying that foundation, because the gut is producing all those happy chemicals that make you feel good. And if you're not doing anything for your gut, then you're going to feel like shit. You just are. And I don't feel sorry for you because you're not doing anything. Okay, love you guys. Take care, and I'll see you next week. Bye.